Hello, my name is David from Winning Solutions, and here I'm going to show you about hiding windows when Access starts up, or at least hiding the navigation bar when Access starts up. Right now, I'm going to open up this database over here, and we'll see that the database opens right up to a form. Now, I have this form in the programming for this form to open automatically. Now, you notice that there are no windows on the side here. Now, you may want, if you have a database being developed that's going to be used by a lot of users, a lot of data entry people, and you may not want them opening the tables and start messing around with them. I mean, data generally should be accessed only through forms. It's not something that you want to have that navigation pane on the side. Now, there are a couple of ways you can open it anyway. I could open the database and I could press the F11 key, and that will bring up the Access objects on the left. Now, there is another way to do this, but first, let me just give a quick a quick note on exactly how I'm opening this. Now, there are several ways we could do this. We could go into File, Options, and I believe I do have it set up this way for current database. Yeah, Display Form People. But I could even turn this off because I have it displayed another way. I have a programming in this module here that would open the database, open the forms automatically anyway. And you can see it does the same thing, which brings me to method number 2. So I'm going to close this once more. And this time I'm going to open it, but I'm going to press Shift while I double click on the database. And now you can see it opened with the menu showing, but without the form. The reason I bring this up, I'm not going to make this is not a lesson in macros or code or anything like that, but the reason I bring this up is because by pressing Shift when I open the database, it overrides. This is a macro that runs automatically when the database opens, but pressing Shift while you're opening the database, holding down Shift while you're opening the database, basically disables this macro. Means it disables two things. This macro essentially does two things. It hides this navigation pane and causes that form to open. So this shows you two ways that you can, even if the database is set to open without this navigation pane open, F11 will open and close it even if, remember when we opened, we didn't even have this arrow here. We had nothing. So F11 will allow you to do that in some cases. Now, it may be the case that you don't want anyone to be able to open that navigation pane. You don't want anyone to see any tables. You want them to see only the forms and only the forms and only what you want them to see. Well, there are ways to do that too, and we're going to go into that in the next video when we talk about compiled databases and the Access runtime, and see that you can run these things without even having a copy of Access on your computer. You can run an Access database without having Access itself installed on your machine, without paying for all those licenses. And at the same time, you can prevent unwanted access to the tables. And that's what we're going to discuss in the next video coming up. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day.